Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of Surviving Mars. And when we last left up, we got ourselves a nice little area here. We're making fuel for our rocket so our rocket can take off. It's got an 8 out of 50 fuel in it. Everything else is unloaded, and we have all of our drones working hard, working on some more batteries or power accumulators, as we've got 2 full ones there. We're also working on we've got some full oxygen tanks. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to make another oxygen tank. Let's go ahead and do that. Storage, no, it's a life support thing. All right, oxygen tank. We don't want it right next to the other oxygen tank, as, you know, meteorites or whatnot may slam into it and kill all of our oxygen, and we definitely do not want to do that. So this battery is going to start accumulating power. We're running a pretty good excess. We're running 35 over 25, so we're running 10 extra power is indicated right there. So that battery will be charging at 10.1 per soul, I imagine. And then once the oxygen tank gets built with some metal, we'll start stockpiling even more oxygen. We've got a full 100 oxygen tank. Where we're really struggling, though, is the water production. So we are breaking even with water. We are producing 1, and the demand is 1. So we're using everything that we're getting from the moisture vaporator to continue to make fuel. So either we top off everything in fuel, we get all 50 on the rocket there, we put all of the fuel there, we store all of the fuel there, and then we can start accumulating more water, or we might be able to boost the moisture vaporator. Now, that was part of the tech tree, and we were working on that after low G turbines. So we'll be able to upgrade our turbines that we're using, and then once we get that done, we'll work on the vaporators to get it better. What we were going to do this episode is start to send a cargo rocket, because we're running low on polymers, really low on machine parts. We might bring a few more electronics. Probably wouldn't hurt to bring more drones as well. We can squeeze 28 more drones on this one particular hub, and especially if we can get a second drone hub, that would be good. The only problem is we really don't have anywhere, oh geez, tornado. We don't really have anywhere else to go besides from collecting this metal. Now, we could be very cheap and bring a, pipe. No, not a valve, you idiots. We need a pipe. All right, so once our drones build the pipe, we'll be able to store some more oxygen. But as I was saying, the only thing we have around here that's really worthwhile is some metal over here. And we could get probably a drone, a transport drone, to go pick that stuff up manually, so we don't waste a drone hub down here just to collect metal.
Analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet.
So the following texts have been revealed on the screen: extractor amplification and productivity training. So that is our productivity training there, and I believe where in the gravy is the other. That's not a breakthrough. There we go. Extractor amplification. We don't have any extractors, so that's not going to be keen. And engineers and geologists have +10 when working in their specialty. We don't have anybody working on that either, so those techs are pretty much worthless, unfortunately, and we don't have any more anomalies to research. The big thing is, looking at the map, we're working on this area here. We're getting 287%, 345%, but this is pretty rocky terrain, and the further we get out of here, the worse it's going to be. But I'll go ahead and queue these up. Once we get the tech research that we can build the sensor towers for no maintenance and no connections required, we should be okay. There we go, getting the oxygen stored. Nice and easy. We've got a couple concrete extractors going. They are getting the metal. That is in range, that's in range, that's in range, and these are not. So if we do send up a rocket to get a transport drone, we can come down here and get some of this metal that's out of the range of our drone hub. So essentially we don't waste anything on the drones. But what I will do, I think, is bring some more drones on the next shipment. First and foremost, though, to keep the dust down, what I would like to do is build a landing pad. And it's just 10 concrete. We can, whoops, I was going to say we can rotate it, but I right-clicked. Something like that. That way our rocket can land pretty close. And as a matter of fact, the rocket has some range. See, that's me being cheap. All right, we're gonna have to build it eventually. Let's put it over. Let's see, if we're gonna build a dome, it'll be over here. Or if we build a dome, it'll be down here for that science boost. So we could probably put a landing pad over here and be safe. So we'll just grab some concrete. The drones will have something to do. Dumping sites are still good. And then once we get that landing pad, we'll be able to land the rocket on there. That rocket is getting slowly but surely filled up. That's good. Let's go ahead and send another rocket here. We want a cargo rocket. So some prefabs. Do we want to build or bring any prefabs with us? I don't believe so. We don't have a dome. We're running okay on power. Another drone hub I don't think would be beneficial. What we don't have is the RC transport. Might be able to bring one of those. We have an RC Explorer. Oh, the commander would be nice. That way we could, you know what? In lieu of the transport, we'll bring a commander. We'll attach some drones to it. That way they can, you know, go in a remote location. All right, we've got 12 drones. We'll bring 10 more drones, and then we've got 9 machine parts. Let's bring 10 of those. We're low on polymers. Let's bring 10 of those. We don't need any food, metal, concrete. We'll bring 10 electronics as well. Nice. And this is going to be Saka 2. Saka 2. All right, go ahead and launch that one.
You're listening to Mars Official
So now we've got a drop
Masculine.
ship coming, and by that time this launch pad should be done, and we'll be able to plop it right down. It'll be in range of our depots here. And we're running awful low on polymers and machine parts.
Scanned.
Of course, no resources in D7. It's a pretty hilly mess, if I have to say so myself, and I do. 125%. We'll go ahead and start looking at that. Actually, man, 10%, 10%. We need better sensor towers. For now, I'll look at the areas that we're getting the boost. That's a pretty good boost there as well. I'll do the immediate area and then boost, and then once we unlock those really good sensor towers, we can plop one over here, and then really get this area. We can plop one over here and see this area. Then we'll start working on a tunnel, I believe. The tunnel will be absolutely beneficial to get off this plateau. We've peaked, essentially. All right. 4 out of 10 on the landing pad. Outstanding. 21 oxygen stored. We're building up a nice surplus. We want to be sure we are absolutely ready to build a dome and bring on some people, and we're not there quite yet. There's low G turbines. Now we're researching the next evaporators. Cold waves. I don't think we have to worry with any cold waves. RC transports we're not dealing with. A one-time grant of another, you know, 1,000 million, basically another $1 billion would be okay. Yeah, as far as that's concerned, we'll need to do that to do that. So we'll just work right on down the line. Hopefully we'll be able to research some more anomalies, get a science boost up. Should be fine. All right, so we needed to upgrade these. Is it 2 polymer per blade? I mean, we're doing okay on our power. We're charging at +10. And we've got 3 you know, 2.5 batteries. I don't know if I want to spend my polymers just yet on upgrading those. It's good to have, but definitely the vaporator would be better, so we can start getting more water out of it. Unfortunately, I can't see what that needs to upgrade with. Crap, I guess on that rocket I could have sent another vaporator, huh? Well, we don't have a dome. We're not rushed here. We've got 29 extra water. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Shoot, as slow as this fuel is coming out, we may actually research that rockets need less fuel by the time it gets refueled. You guys good to go? Building the... Indeed. Nice. Landing pad set. So the next rocket can land here without kicking up any dust. Everything will be fed through here. All the lights are turning on. That's cool to see. I don't see any power cables connecting it, so I guess it's just powered by osmosis. And yeah, just waiting on the next bit of research, as well as... I mean, once we get... We're still charging at 0.1 at nighttime with these wind turbines. We're breaking even on the power. That's good. We're running at as much as we need to, for sure. What are you off to? Going to the metals deposit, huh? Picking up metals? Sounds good. Yeah, now that the drones have some downtime, they're going to be able to get all of this stuff. That metal there, there, and there.
A nickname I got in my youth when I was a part of the public.
How's our metal storage? 65 of 180.
Used to have serious restrictions on
Yeah, we're going to have
freedom of
plenty
speech.
of metal.
When democracy finally came, other forces took control over the broadcasting channels.
While he's charging, are we...
Fled to America, where some compatriots
Okay,
and I
so there's
started
like
up an underground
no
news network
detriment
determined to supply our
while they're
homeland
charging
with
up.
neutrally
There's no power draw, essentially, and that's good. Nice and clean, too. These guys haven't got any dust on them. Put a little dust on the tires. What we can do is build another one of those further down the line, like closer, either closer to the drone hub or say closer to the launch pad, sort of as an intermediary point, so they never have to go too awful far. Seems like a good idea. I'm sure it doesn't cost too awful much. Just a metal? Oh yeah. Put you guys right there. So we'll take a little bit of our metal to make us another recharging station. Drones will be able to hang on for dear life and get charged. And sort of the more we can space these out, the less downtime we'll have as far as, you know, drone recharge is concerned. Good job, drone number 9. Go ahead and connect it up, and that recharge station is ready. So now they're not going to be scrambling up here and then down here. They'll have another recharge station right there centrally located, helping our buddy drones out. And it's pretty cool. I mean, they're not that dusty whatsoever. They're just chugging away without a scrap of dust on them. I think we picked a pretty good place. All right, this resource rocket needs to get here soon. Some of these need some touching up. Now metal, we're going to be fine, for sure. That requires metal, that's fine. That requires metal, that's fine. These guys require machined parts.
Sectors.
Yeah, I know about the upgrade. Really, no resources there either. Not even an anomaly. Tell you, that's crazy. All right, we got a 178 boost there. Okay, so there may be something down there. I'm still interested. That's only a 10% boost. That's an 86, so we'll bypass that. I'm interested in seeing stuff that we can actually get to. And then we will focus on things that we might be able to build a tunnel for in our local area. At least until those sensor towers get done. The autonomous sensor tower. If we had a transport, we could come down here and help out our buddies so they don't have far to go. But we should be fine. How is the rocket? Almost halfway refilled. It'll be nice to start getting a surplus of fuel. So if we research or get shuttle technology, then we'll be up and running. Or if we could get the research that metals extractor don't need any workers, we can actually start on the rare materials right away without having anybody in the dome needing to work it, which would be extremely powerful as well. Unfortunately, we don't have that research even available. Okay, so once we get extractor amplification, we'll be on the way to autonomous sensors, so we can't forget about that. We've got 3.1 million. We could outsource 5,000 science, knock through something really quick for 1/3 of our budget. And then if we include the Mars funding, we can basically get all of this outsourced for free, and we can get a nice big kickstart. We'll do that, and we'll make sure that we have 5 technologies selected. Unfortunately, we can't select the autonomous sensors yet until we get extractor amplification done. But that'll speed through. Yeah, we'll essentially have 5 days. So we'll move the extractor amplification up. Once the... Let's see, we'll go ahead and research the grant after that to get our money back. Then we can research the autonomous sensors after that, and then the fuel. Because we're not really hurting for rockets. We don't need to get this guy back to Earth very quickly. So that's what I'm thinking. Oxygen tank is about half done. Power accumulator is going up. We can't increase the production of our solar panels. But what we can do is build another wind turbine so that the power... Well, I mean, we're not really hurting for power, but we might in the future. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. And since they're produced or maintained, ouch, by machine parts, we've got 9 of them. We could build another wind turbine. I think it would be in our best interest so we don't fall behind as far as production goes. Power production, that is. All right, so we've got some drones grabbing some concrete. We'll have 1 machine part that's going to be used. And then after that, we probably want another power accumulator, have another battery down here just, you know, ready to provide even more backup power. Essentially, if we lose all of our power production, we do not want to go down in an emergency. So we want to make sure we have probably at least 3 of everything ready to go for the domes. Now, water is going to not be an issue for a little bit. We're breaking even making this fuel. We could turn off the fuel production and start filling up the water tower, but I kind of want to get this rocket out of the way or on a mission, because we have some expeditions, or at least we would with the DLC, I believe. Maybe we haven't found any expeditions yet. So if there are no expeditions to go to, we can just send it back to Earth, and then all the fuel that we make will just be extra on both the Universal Depot, which can hold 30 of it, and then we might want to put a fuel storage area right here next to it. Just maximize the time that the robots are doing something and not traveling. All right, here comes our polymer. In construction sites, 1 out of 2, huh? Nope, 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 nope. Didn't mean to do that. Reset. Hopefully he wakes up here in a minute. Yeah, it is 2 polymer. We're using half our polymers here on the next battery. So we're going to lay off the polymer production, or the polymer usage for sure. That one's making 7.7. And that battery is full. This one is on the build. So that one should fill up fairly quickly. I don't think we need any more batteries. We've got 1, 2, 3, and will be a 4th completely full battery. And if we were to build another oxygen tank, that's going to be in the life support. It's going to be 3 metal, and it just costs metal to run. That is no big thing.
This is Mars official radio.
No big thing at all.
We have a soundtrack.
It kind of sucks, but I want to send another rocket to bring back another vaporator. It's a shame we haven't researched it. Moisture farming biotech. So somewhere along this path will be the vaporator. If it's next, that would be really handy. Because it doesn't look like we're getting any water anytime soon, looking at this map. 78% done. Then we can hit those up, try to find some more anomalies we can get to for science boosts and whatnot would be very handy. But unfortunately, this is just sort of how we are. We can look at the domes. We've got the basic dome, micro dome, the most economical dome providing extremely limited habitable space and no spire capacity. An alternative small dome with no spire capacity. That's maintained by polymers. I don't want to maintain with polymers. Concrete maintenance would be fine. 40 and 30, we have more than enough to build the micro dome and get it set up. It looks like there are maybe 3 blocks we could do. So if we were to put a micro dome down, say like right here, and have it do some science, because research boosting down here is pretty good. Oh, rocket's ready to land. Sokka 2. Come on in for a landing, Sokka 2. Coming from space. We should see it come down shortly here. Any second now.
Sector scanned.
No resources because, of course. I tell you, we'd be coming up Millhouse here. There we go. Sokka 2 is coming down. Hopefully we have enough room on our universal storage depot to store all the stuff that the rocket is bringing, you know. Here we come. You're on the landing pad. No dust. No dust, no glory. All right, sweet. All right, there is our remote commander. And you've got 4 of 8 drones that answer to you. So can we... Well, as a matter of fact, we'll keep the drone commander there to help out. Yeah, that should be fine. Our remote commander will have their 4 drones helping unload this thing, getting the polymers, electronics, and machine parts off. Yeah, you've got plenty of range. I was looking at the rocket itself. So you've got 10 drones. The RC commander can hold 4. So I tell you what, we'll reassign all to that remote commander there. So now you've got 8 of 8, and you've got 6 drones there. We can reassign all of you guys to this drone hub. Which has plenty of range, plenty of reach. You'll be able to help out with the metals. And that will get everyone off of the rocket.
Research complete.
Nice. Hygroscopic vaporators. Water production increased by 50%. First thing we're going to do is boost this thing. It costs two polymers to do, but we are going to want to upgrade our vaporator. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Next step, we've got the extractor amplification. After that is the Moxie. Interesting. So we'll do the extractor amplification. Then we will do the autonomous sensors. Then we will hit up probably the fuel, rockets and shuttles, and then the Moxie. Might be worth a thing. And hopefully these drones can get to that vaporator to start helping it out. We can actually start increasing our water capacity slowly but surely. Look at all those drones. Definitely doing the work. Electronics. All right, so the rocket is empty. We don't want that on priority. We'll give that highest priority there. That way, all the fuel goes to it and not this other rocket, because we want to get this one gone, and then we'll get this one gone. Nice auto save. Drones are helping out. All right, sounds good. Is this upgraded? Yes, they've got one of two polymers. Now we've got that oxygen tank full. Let's go ahead and start working on the next one. A little bit further down the way. Nice and strategic. And then we will get the pipes running that way. Right along the power cables. Nice and condensed, but still some spacing here for anything wrong that can happen, and probably will go wrong. Yeah, that battery is almost full. So it looks like we'll just be running because I don't want to build another battery. It sort of seems redundant at this point to have more than 4 batteries fully charged. I think that would be able to float us for a bit. It can put out 20 per, so that's 80 power. So I think we would be fine. We would be fine indeed. What are you doing? I said no priority. We want the lowest of the low. Put your fuel on here, please. All right, our next oxygen tank is being built. All the drones are working hard on the pipes. Sweet.
Dust storm approaching.
All right, 18 hours until the dust storm. So Moxies will not produce oxygen, moisture evaporators will not produce water, and solar panels outside domes will not function either. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. There's no one whose lives are going to be dependent on us to keep them up and running. Plus, we'll have plenty of oxygen stored. That one is increasing. We should have that vaporator, producing 1.5. So, yes indeed, our water tower is going to slowly start producing more water. Nice. Let's see, can we, in the grand scheme of things, get down here? I mean, we can. We can put all of this metal on a universal depot and just have like a transport it, because it's still out of the range. Oh, no, it isn't. How about that? So if we were to put a universal depot,
one of all the letters we received today comes
or a
from
metals
Earth,
depot,
from
let's
my
say,
old astrophysics professor Aldous Lincoln.
right there within
Dear
range,
Penham, I am delighted to hear that you're working on Mars.
the
It must
furthest
be
out.
fascinating.
Let me see
You
how
will
far this
inspire
drone
your
hub can
listeners
go.
To examine thrilling realms across space,
Right
time,
there.
and
So if
matter.
we put
You are always
our
welcome
metals
to a
depot
full-time position on the
right there
faculty
in
here if
range.
You ever return to
Then
Earth.
we grab our
Take care, my
RC
friend.
Commander,
Love always.
Plop him right here in the
Dear
center.
Professor Lincoln.
Come on, drones, pack them up, pack it
I don't
in.
know
Let
what
me
to say.
begin.
Please roll the next song.
You're going to get all the medals, little guys. So those bold, intrepid 8 drones are going to hitch a ride to... Oh, wow. Got a twister. Get out of there, drone commander. We got one slowpoke. Who are you? Come on, drone 26, waiting on you. Waiting on you, drone 26. Get in there. Sweet, there you go. All right, so they're gonna head out, and wow, this thing got wrecked in the storm. But everything is good now. He was within range of the drone hub. All right, oxygen should be filling up. Water should be filling up. We still have plenty of time to get these topped off before the storm hits, and all of this essentially shuts down. Oh, I thought that was our RC Rover. I'm like, wait, guys, go, man. All right, so what's going to happen is this RC commander is going to plop pretty centrally located, so his drones can all get this metal and put it on this depot, and then when they go back, these drones will then have access to the metal, although it's quite a drive to get. But if hopefully the drones then don't start to balance it out and start moving metals from down here. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that RC commander is now well within range, and those 8 drones are going to go to work picking up those metals. So that's more metal for us. Now, the next metal is down here, and probably nowhere close to this drone hub. We'd have to like put it right here, which I mean we probably can do. It doesn't cost anything to build. Metals depot right there, and then that will allow us to move the RC Rover over here, start picking this stuff up, and there's no way we can leapfrog down here. That's where an RC transport would come in. But yeah, all the rovers are on their way. Now the question is, now that these rovers over here see this metal, what are they going to do? Well, this one thought about it, and then he said, wait, nope, we gotta go to the drone hub to charge. So let's see if our little drone then picks up what he was getting ready to do and head down to the metals. But yeah, we're extracting this metal pretty well. I tell you, in my game that I played by myself, this RC commander really paid for itself in its weight in gold. It was able to basically keep a water plant site that was really remote. I had to run a tunnel from my home base like way over here where the water was, and then that RC commander did all of the maintenance work and all that good stuff. So these guys can come in very handy, and it looks like they will in this game as well, because if I had to make a guess, the water that we're going to see will be like down here somewhere or over here, and we're going to need to run a lot of piping and probably some intermittent drone hubs to leapfrog the maintenance on these guys. So G7 is almost done. Hopefully we can pick up an anomaly. If we do, and our drone can't drive down there, which I don't believe he can, we're going to have to start looking at what it takes to build a tunnel. So if we were to build this tunnel, it's 80 concrete, we've got 90. 20 metal, we've got 154, and 30 machine parts. So that would be another load coming in. All right, so the extractor amplification is almost done. Then we can get the crowdfunding done to give us that money back that we spent outsourcing all of this stuff. We can work on the autonomous sensors to get the sensor towers down and help find our stuff faster. And then we can work on the fuel. So we've got biorobots. Biorobots can eat and gain traits, but can't reproduce and never die from old age. I mean, having drones would be nice. We only send up like one group of humans and have them build a bunch of robots and basically keep just a robot colony on Mars, sending money back. Huh, might be interesting. So dust storm in 5 hours time, guys. Oh, meteor. So a meteor hit right in the middle of this concrete, made a crater, and now these drones are like, hey, free stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah, they're slowly getting the fuel in this rocket, but I'd rather them put the fuel on this rocket if I'm pleased. All right, extractor amplification done. Next will be, oh, the autonomous sensors are already researched? Well, crap, I'm an idiot. Okay, so next up, the Martian engines. Probes are cheaper and can deep scan, would be helpful just in case. If we can get some advanced probes, well, just regular probes in the next shuttle, what we can do is deep scan the area that we're currently in just to make double sure that there's nothing here, but then again, we would have to have the technology to deep drill, which would hold us back just a touch. You know what? Never mind that. Get me the Moxie, please. And I think by that time, the grant will be gone. So we'll get the money back, we'll get the Martian engines, and then the magnetic filtering, I think, will be our first tech when we're back on 300 research per soul. So we found some rare metals down there. 311 rare metals that are a high grade. And once again, it would be amazing to get the autonomous miners run a tunnel from here down to here, and then just have it extract. Actually, I don't even think there need to be a tunnel, but there would need to be a shuttle hub to pick up that metal and drones to clear the waste rock. Hey, drones, y'all still working? Indeed. These drones are putting in the hours, I say. And we've already got 34 extra metal. Oh, these guys need to go recharge. Yeah, that's kind of the downfall of being out here in the middle of nowhere, is they're going to have to recharge off the commander, and every one of these guys are going to have to recharge at the same time. But since there's only 2 recharge slots, it'll sort of do 2 at a time, and then they'll just start rotating through. So this will be the bottleneck, where every drone is going to come out here and say, oh crap, I need to charge up, wait for me, and they won't be able to do it. Oh, there's only 1. Okay, so yeah, after this point, I think there will be a constant rotation of 1 drone, perhaps 2, charging up.
This is Mars official radio.
All right,
with
dust
Panama
storm
City.
incoming.
I aim to please your
The Moxie will
musical
stop
needs.
producing oxygen here. We'll have a half-full oxygen tank. We'll have about a 33% full water tank. But like I said, it's not going to really hurt us, although the fuel production. We can still produce fuel, but it's going to use up the water that we're storing in the tank to keep on making fuel. So we will drain our water tank dry. So yeah, once we get our money back for the crowdfunding, we might send another rocket, this time with a few more moisture vaporators. Contaminate your buildings and domes with dust. Moxies and vaporators, wind turbines will generate more power. So, I mean, that's all well and good. Yeah, they're producing 10.2 now. And it's going to last 1 day and 15 hours. Let's see, our water, we're producing 1.5. But I don't think the dust storm is, yeah, the dust storm is hitting now. We should get a notification soon. Oh, crap. Building's not working. So that is due to the dust storm, that is due to the dust storm, that is due to the dust storm, and that is due to the dust storm. So yeah, now we are going to be using 38 of our water to continue to make rocket fuel, which is fine. We're not here to support anybody. This oxygen's just going to stay idle. Not bad. The dust and the maintenance are going to be a thing, though. We've got 9 polymers, 18 machine parts, and 24 electronics to keep this stuff going for the next day and 13 hours. And I believe, yeah, our drones are going to keep on working through the dust storm. The queue is going to keep rotating out. And we'll just keep on mining there. So yeah, we are expanding just a bit, ever so slowly. As the title says, as the slow play goes. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Surviving Mars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm enjoying taking it nice and easy. It may annoy some people, just put it on fast speed, hurry up. But this is one of those games that I like to play where you just sit back, relax, you know, watch them work, and actually think about things before they go wrong. You know, planning ahead. That'll do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you for the next Surviving Mars video where we will weather the dust storm. Take care.